A new report finds chain migration is set to bring millions of new voters to the U.S. and benefit the Democrats' electoral perspective. One America's Kristian Rouz has more.
Chain migration is found to impair the U.S. electoral system, as over two-thirds of naturalized voters tend to support Democrats, who in turn promote mass migration from poor countries into the U.S. Professor Stephen Camarota, a director of research at the Center for Immigration Studies, or CIS, says chain migration could add at least 8 million foreign-born voters to the U.S. electorate over the next 2 decades. A separate CIS study suggests the vast majority of new arrivals tend to vote Democrat due to their inability to financially support themselves and their consequent reliance on welfare programs.
The Congressional Budget Office has estimated that about 1/3 of the adults, and most of these individuals are adults now, 1/3 of the adults have not even graduated high school, and only about 15% have at least 2 years of college.
The current immigration system allows naturalized citizens to bring in their extended family members from overseas, regardless of their skills, qualifications, or their ability to secure gainful employment. Despite President Trump pledging to end chain migration, Democrats and some mainstream Republicans have been reluctant to support the president's intent for political reasons.
Not a single Republican candidate, not one, clearly and consistently supports a real path to citizenship.
I believe that we have got to move toward a path toward citizenship.
A separate report from the CIS found recently naturalized voters, particularly from Latin America and Asia, tend to vote for Democrats over Republicans at a 2-to-1 ratio. CIS researchers point to widespread poverty among immigrants from poor countries as the reason Democrat redistributive policies are more appealing to this demographic. Additionally, immigrants from third world countries tend to abuse generous welfare handouts.
Why would you support policies that keep expanding the power of the government when they are the very policies that doom your home countries? Is it because you think that when Democrats offer you free stuff, it means they really care about you?
This as mainstream Republicans begin to see more consolidated support from their voters who tend to move from migration-affected areas to red states and counties. A separate poll from Pulse Opinion Research found 60% of Americans support the elimination of chain migration and the reduction in immigration levels. Many voters want to see this number decrease to just 500,000 new arrivals per year, roughly a third of the current 1.5 million annual admissions.
We have an immigration system today that treats people based on where they're from or who they're related to, not who they are. That's not the system we need. We want to move to a system that treats people for who they are, not where they're from.
President Trump also reiterated the immigration system must encourage skilled arrivals from Europe rather than the third world. Experts note it would be harder for Democrats to prey on the European immigrant votes due to the higher financial self-sustainability of this demographic. Kristian, Rouz, One American News.
We can use your help. Call your cable subscriber and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call today.